friend. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Riri, and this is ReeReeSaves, a YouTube channel documenting my journey to overcome trauma spending. Trauma spending is an extreme form of emotional spending. Now, I record my budgeting trial and error, things I'm learning in therapy, and what happens when I experience a trauma spending episode. I hope this helps you, especially if you experience trauma spending too. And if you want even more, join my Patreon for weekly podcasts and occasional blog posts. Hi, friend. Welcome back. This week we're doing a cash stuffing, and I have a little bit of money to put in my savings wallet. So let's get started. First, let's see what's left in my wallet. So my wallet has these categories in it. Gas has nothing. Groceries has nothing. Eating out has some money. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's enough to put in savings challenges, and we've got some change. So I'll set that aside, the change for now, because it'll join the rest of my change for this week. All right. Oh, and a penny. That penny was hiding there. Okay. So then pet has nothing, clothing has nothing, monthly has nothing, fund has nothing, outing has nothing, and there's nothing to go back to bank. All right, I'm going to set this aside for now, and we'll look at the change I have. So this is my little change bag. And mind your ears. And we got a lot of change, actually. I have not transformed it into dollar bills yet, but I figure I will count it out and see what I can do. So let's start by counting. I'll probably fast forward this part so you don't have to watch me. All right, guys, we've got $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42 cents. So $6.42. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm going to do is take the excess over the $5 and put it back in here, and I'll keep saving for next week. And I'll take the 5 ones and the 5 and change and trade that out for 2 $5 bills so we can do savings challenges. All right. So what I'm going to do is I don't actually have the 5, so I'm going to rob them from my income binder. This is just money set aside for week 3, and I'm just going to borrow or trade out, I suppose, 2 5s and put in 5 ones and $5 and change. By the way, guys, have you noticed my new desk setup? I think it's cute, but you should let me know what you think. Okay, so this $5 bills is going to go in the back, and that's for savings challenges specifically. And then I'm going to take out week 2's money. Now, if you're new here, I separate out my paychecks by the number of essentially Fridays, and I set aside the money for the upcoming weeks so that I don't spend it, which it doesn't work perfectly for me, guys. Sometimes I still overspend on my debit card. But I'm hoping to get better at this. So let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I'm doing this backwards, guys. Let's count it the other way. 20, 40, 60. 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. 115, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126. And then we have 127 and 50 cents. All right, so let's go ahead and put this money in my wallet. So gas is getting $37.50, pretty normal for me. So 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, and 50 cents. Oh, did I open it or close it? I closed it. All right, in it goes. And I'm thinking, so guys, that Simply Budget app I talked about maybe a month ago did not work for me, where I was trying to keep track of what I spent. I'm thinking maybe I should start using these little slips, but we'll see. Groceries is getting 40. So 20, 40. Oh, here's my cat. Say hello to Mercedes. Hopefully she doesn't knock everything over. Oh, you know what? You can't see her in the camera. She is totally on the desk with me, guys. Enjoying my company. Hello, Mercedes. Eating out is getting $7.50, right? No, it's getting 10. So we'll just put a 10 in there. Pet is getting $7.50. Guys, I keep closing them when I'm trying to open them. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. I'm sorry about that. 5, 6, 7, and 50 cents. So I kind of just dived right in, but how's your week, guys? My week was kind of crazy. I got in a car accident, and one second. Clothing's getting 0. Monthly is getting $7.50. Someone rear-ended me on the highway, and why do I not have the right denominations left? Oh, because I borrowed last week. Ah, guys, I'm silly. Let's take some 5s out of week 3. Do I have any 5s left in week 3? 1, nope, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do a 5 and 5 1s. So note to future Riri, figure out the denominations because you've been borrowing. There's a lot of change in there. Goodbye, Mercedes. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm on monthly, and monthly get $7.50. 7 and 50 cents. Fun is getting 10. So we'll just pop a 10 in here. Oop, bumped the camera again. Sorry, guys. Outing's getting nothing. Why do I have so much money left? Okay, obviously I'm distracted. $37.50, 40. Eating out got 10. Pet got $7.50. Clothing got 0. Monthly got $7.50. Fun got 10. Ah, supplements. I don't have an envelope for that. So it's just going to go in this back one. It's called Health. Supplements is getting 15. So I have only 14 left. Where's the other dollar, guys? Okay. I guess supplements is getting 14. while I figure out where that extra $1 went. And supplements for me is I take a probiotic and vitamin D and a multivitamin. And I buy them monthly. So let's just see if there's a sticky one in one of these. Nope. Because we counted the right amount. Nope. Anyway, so I was rear-ended, and that was kind of a scary experience, but I'm okay, and the other person was okay, and so it did work out. I don't know where that other one went. Okay, well, supplements is getting 14, whatever. All right. So that's my wallet stuff for the day, or the week. And now let's move on to my favorite part, which is savings challenges. So we have 2 5s, and this is my savings challenge binder. And I roll a dice to figure out what category it goes in. And I'll set this up briefly and then I'll explain it a little more, okay? All right, guys, let me get out my dice. I'm just going to use one dice today, or one die, I suppose. And the way this works, oh, my tape's coming off. The way this works is I chose half serious and half fun categories for my savings to go into. The serious are braces, emergency fund, and extra debt payment. And then the fun is tennis shoes. And then I have 2 Disney ones. Just to be clear, this is going towards one Disney trip. I just want to double the chances to get Disney. So I'll roll the dice and it will tell me what number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it goes into. And each roll of the die represents one $5 bill. So we're only going to roll it twice, not much this week, but it'll still be fun. So let's go ahead and roll. I'm going to move this cash tray over. Ooh, a 3. That's Disney. Yay! So you can hear me getting my pens out. Then I'm going to bring this one a little closer to color it. Uh-oh, is my pen dead? Let's try a different one. These are old pens, so we'll see. Oh, this one works. But it's very thin. It's taking me a while to color, but that's okay. Okay. Put number 3 back, and then we'll roll the die one more time. Another 3. I don't want to do 2 Disney, so I'm going to roll it one more time. A 6, tennis shoes. Okay, that's fair. I have the wrong blue, but I'm just going to go with it. So the way these work, for a little more detail, is each little symbol on the sheet represents a $5 bill. There are 20 on each little tracker, and so total each tracker is worth 100. And to be clear, that's not how much I need for each category. Like tennis shoes, I want 500 because I get orthotics and I get multiple pairs. But this is just manageable bite-sized chunks. Because if I did a 500 tracker, 1, it would be big, and 2, it would feel forever. So this gives me little wins. I'll fill up this tracker and then it'll be a win. All right, guys. Just to mention, these trackers are available on my Patreon. You can buy them for $3 if you just want to buy them straight out, or you can sign up to my Patreon for $5 a month to get podcasts, weekly podcasts, extra blog posts on occasion, and fun things like trackers and stuff. So check that out. The link is in the description. All right, let's go ahead and put the money where it goes. So here's my binder. First one is braces. It got nothing new, so it still has 20. The second one is emergency savings. It got 0, so it's still at 25. The third one is actually extra debt payment. It's still at 20. And the fourth and fifth. Anyways, the next envelope is Disney. It's getting an extra 5, and it has a total of, I believe it has a total of 25, 25 equals 50. So it's at 60 now, which is fun. And lastly, we have tennis shoes. And tennis shoes is at, let's see, 60 also. Hey, that's kind of interesting. So that's the 2 5s taken care of and savings challenges done for this week. Maybe next week I'll have more. Maybe I'll have none. We shall see how I do with my budget and with my side hustles. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this little segment. My binder. Come on, binder. Oh, no. Sorry, give me a second. I'd call this technical difficulties, but this isn't really technical. This is just clumsy difficulties. I don't know. Go in, go in. Oh, I'm rocking the camera. Sorry, guys. All right. So that was this week's video. I do want to mention that I do have a very important segment next, and it's to help overcome trauma spending. You need to learn how to overcome uncomfortable emotions, and that I'm learning through therapy. So stick around, and it's just a couple minutes, and you'll get a sneak peek or an inside look at the therapy I'm learning, and hopefully it will help you too. All right, guys, see you in a second.
Friend, how does therapy relate to budgeting? Well, I'm here to share my journey of overcoming trauma as it relates to my finances. I experience trauma spending episodes where I spend money trying to make myself feel happy when I feel triggered. So, in order to control my finances, I need to start healing my trauma. As I learn with my therapist how to exist with hard or uncomfortable emotions, I'm able to reduce my trauma spending episodes. Now, note that this is me sharing my therapy updates, but I'm not a licensed therapist. Okay, here's what I'm learning this week.
Let's hop back to last week for a second when I was experiencing this.
Yesterday, I felt so overwhelmed I wanted to cry about it. It seemed like my to-do list would never end and I would never get a break. It's hard right now because in order to make ends meet, I have to work on the weekends. That's in addition to trying to get all my chores done then, too. So, what do you do when you feel that way?
Back to the present, and I have pondered that question all week long. And last Sunday, I had an epiphany. I don't need to drop anything off my plate or take anything off my to-do list. Instead, I can choose to scale back what I am doing. For example, instead of trying to do 8 grocery deliveries in one day, what if I chose to stop at 5? Or what if instead of making fun and complex meals for meal prep, what if I prioritize fast, simple meals like crock pot or one pot meals? Or what if I made a list by priority of things I want to clean and then give myself a time limit and I'll just stop when time is up? By doing this reduction, but not elimination, I can find time that I already have. That time can become time to finish my to-do list, or I can choose to relax. I have been slowly trying this over the week. I'm choosing not to work on my to-do list if it's not the thing I have to do at the time. This idea is really a form of overcoming all or nothing, also called black or white thinking. PsychCentral.com defines all or nothing thinking this way. All or nothing thinking is a common cognitive distortion that involves viewing the world as binary. It divides experiences into categories of either black or white and right or wrong. A cognitive distortion is a pattern of thoughts that most often is not based on facts. It may make you see your world more negatively than it really is. To push back against all or nothing thinking, psychologytoday.com advises counteracting all or nothing thinking can be challenging, but one effective technique is to simply notice it. This cognitive distortion usually sorts the world into two categories, good or bad, so it can be easy to notice once you start looking. Another technique is to come up with an alternative that considers both positive and negative of the situation. For example, someone might have thought, I need to either stay home from work the entire day if I'm in pain, or work the entire day. But people with chronic pain might be able to be active for part of the day and then need to rest. An alternative, more realistic thought could be, I can work a few hours when my pain flares and I need to rest after that. I like to think of this process as seeing the gray in the world. As I try to notice when I have all or nothing thinking and then try to reframe my possible actions with flexibility, I can decrease my feelings of overwhelm.
Hey, friend. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. I want you to remember, and I want you to know, that you are wanted, you are of worth, and you are my friend. Signing off for the week. Love, Riri.